Before female wrestlers were global sensations, Lita was perhaps the only female wrestler to have her presence known throughout the entertainment industry. She was one of the top talents of the Attitude Era, which later paved the way for the women's revolution in the wrestling entertainment industry. She featured alongside many great wrestlers, including Edge, and became a Hall of Famer in the annals of WWE. But where exactly did Lita start from, and how did she become Miss Congeniality? Stay tuned to find out. But before we continue, I would kindly request that you subscribe to our channel. Thank you. Lita's real name is Amy Dumas, and she was born on April 14, 1975, in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Growing up, Amy was fascinated by alternative music genres and worked as a roadie for different bands, as well as playing bass for quite some time. Besides music, her other passion was in the field of professional wrestling. In the world of wrestling, she was very interested in Lucha Libre stars such as Rey Mysterio, whose fights she would watch eagerly on a weekly basis. Her fascination with wrestling led her to drop out of Georgia State University. After dropping out of university, Amy wanted to experience the world of wrestling. She was trained by the likes of Kevin Quinn and Ricky Santana, and by 1998, Amy was ready to perform in front of an audience. Her first working name was Aunt Angelica, in which she showcased herself as a death-defying daredevil, the likes of which had not been seen before in the world of female wrestlers. Amy hoped to find the same kind of exposure within the American wrestling community too, but the industry in the US was not as progressive. In the US, female wrestlers were limited to acting out romantic roles for the male wrestlers, who were the main attraction of the show. At this point, Amy wasn't fully able to showcase her potential as a wrestler. Instead, she was stuck with working for both Maryland's Championship Wrestling and Extreme Championship Wrestling for the next 2 years. She worked as a manager for Christopher Daniels and Danny Doring under the names of Angelica and Miss Congeniality. However, while working in this capacity, she had the chance to meet two emerging talents in the wrestling world. These two individuals were, of course, Matt and Jeff Hardy. Both Matt and Jeff instantly connected with Amy and decided to take her under their wing and train her. It was her connection with the Hardy brothers that enabled her to formally get into the highly competitive world of Raw. Her first appearance was a cameo during The Godfather's Ho Train in the 1999 edition of Raw. She later joined the Conservatory Training School where she refined her wrestling skills. Afterwards, she received an offer from Vince McMahon's wrestling company for a full-time position, which she accepted and was then sent to Memphis Championship Wrestling. During her stint in Memphis, she was given the alias Lita. She also paired with fellow luchador Essa Rios and effortlessly mimicked his acrobatic moves. This was a great combo, and she caught the eye of viewers, resulting in her moving up to the main roster. In 2000, the duo would go on to battle the European champions Eddie Guerrero and Chyna. The rivalry also became very famous, but eventually there was a fallout between Essa Rios and Lita after she discovered that he had been romantically involved with other Godfather's hoes. And although this seemed like a very controversial move for the upcoming Lita, there was a solid game plan behind this decision. The WWE management had reason to believe that the real relationship that Lita had with the Hardy brothers could be captured on screen as well. Later on, Lita would accompany the Hardy brothers on screen, making the duo a perfect trio. Back then, this seemed like an extremely cool move, and the team was quickly becoming the favorite of many teenagers. The team displayed an extreme sports attitude with high diving skills and an alternative lifestyle. This would become one of the main attractions for Lita as she demonstrated something that had never been seen before by any WWE women's performer. This also gave more reason to employ a rival to Lita's growing popularity. The role was played by Trish Stratus. Trish Stratus had recently joined the WWE, having previously worked as a fitness model. However, Trish was more than pleasing to the eyes as she continuously worked on becoming a better wrestler too, alongside Lita. This meant that Lita and Trish would soon become fast friends behind the scenes, with Trish finding a lot to be inspired by in Lita. In the ring though, the rivalry really caught fire, which resulted in a number of 6-person intergender tag team matches. Lita, for the first time, was eyeing the prestigious WWE Women's Championship title after challenging Stephanie McMahon. After successfully winning the title, her position as a top-notch wrestler on the roster was cemented. Over the next few months, Lita would defend herself successfully as the WWE's Women's Champion. However, she was also involved in the war between the Hardy brothers and Edge. Lita famously took a liking to Edge, which would eventually make her lose her title at SmackDown. Even during this time, Lita was perhaps the best-known women's wrestler with the exception of Trish. Her entry was often welcomed more than the biggest stars of WWE. She would also capitalize on her fan base to win many titles through 2001. She also rekindled her romance with Matt Hardy on screen. The couple also had some chemistry going in real life. In the arena, Lita stood with Matt and Jeff Hardy against Triple H and Steve Austin. The rivalry had a minor controversy when Steve Austin used a steel chair to bash Lita during a match. Some say that Stone Cold went too far, but Lita was trying to make a point. She wanted to show that she could take punishment too. After that, Lita paired up with her former rival Trish Stratus to fight against Stacy Keibler and Tori Wilson. All these matches basically gave these 4 wrestlers more reasons to be popular. Lita's career took a downward turn with her neck injury, due to which she remained out of action for the next 17 months. Although Lita returned to fame, this was the highest point in her career, due to which she permanently carved her spot in the hearts of WWE fans. This concludes our video. What did you like most about Lita? Feel free to comment below. Thank you for watching this video to the end. Please give our video a like. See you in the next video. Cheers!